Hi students, a very pleasant and warm greetings to you all. Hope you are doing good. Last session we saw about the functions in JavaScript, right? Here we saw two types of functions. One is user-defined functions and another one is a predefined or library functions, right? You know what is functions now? Function means it is a block of block of JavaScript codes, and that particular block will be known as functions, right? In that we saw about predefined and user defined. Predefined means the functions which are already defined by the JavaScript library. That means it will be present in the JavaScript library itself. We cannot modify it. Those are predefined functions. And user defined function means we are going to create one new function with a particular function definition syntax, right? We saw that function definition syntax also in last session. First, we have to mention the word function and then the function name. Inside the bracket, you have to give the parameters list. Okay. And after that, in the next line, you have to open the open braces and you can write the function body. In that place only, you will be declaring the variables and you will be giving the executable statements and all. And then at last, you have to close the flower bracket or the close brackets you have to give. Okay, this is the format for a function definition, and we saw some notes also. Function name means it must be a valid identifier, right? That means it can be sum or add, like that it must be a identifier. Parameter list contains one or more valid variable names, and this parameter list, if you are having more than one parameter, you have to uh, separate each variable by using this commas. Okay, between these variables you have to mention comma, and you can separate each variables there. And function body must be enclosed by braces. That means the brackets, you have to mention the body of the function inside the brackets. Okay, and now we are going to see the example using this functions. Okay, we know how you will be writing the HTML code. Whatever HTML code it may be, it will start and end with HTML tag, right? So first we have opening the HTML tag, and in HTML tag we'll have two sections, head section and body section, right? So here you will be writing this script inside this head section only. So here inside head section we'll have title tag, right? So HTML, opening the HTML and then opening the head tag and then opening the title tag, and we are giving the title here function example, and then the title tag is closed, and then the script tag is used to include the JavaScript inside this HTML code. Okay, script type is equal to text slash JavaScript. This text slash JavaScript you have to mention inside double quotes, and you can close the script tag there. And in the next line, if you see, they have given the variable as variable input1 is equal to window.prompt. Before that, they have given an simple there. You just check it out. It is a not equal to symbol, right? Whether it is a not equal to symbol. No, they have opened a tag there. Okay, they have opened a tag there, and it is just a command line tag, and we'll start the program from here only. Variable input1 is equal to window dot prompt, inside the bracket enter value 1. That much you have given inside double quotes, and we have separated a variable with comma, and then 0 is inside double quotes. So enter value 1, that will be displayed in the prompt dialog box, right? And then again variable input 2 window dot prompt enter value 2. This will be displayed again in another prompt dialog box, right? Since you are giving prompt dialog box, we will be having a column to enter our choice of value there. So here variable v1 is equal to pass input 1. Pass int. Parse int means it is used to convert the given float value into a integer value, right? Here if the value is 3.4 or 4.23 means it will just round up the value. It will just delete the value in the right hand side of the decimal point, and it will just take the value which is in the left hand side of the decimal point. If you are giving 34.234 means, if you are giving parse int of 34.234 means the value will be just 34. Okay. The same way for V2 also, value V2 is equal to parse int of input 2. So if you are mentioning a decimal value also, it will be just, if you are giving a float value, that is with the value with decimal point also, it will just make it as an integer, and it will uh, take as an integer. Okay, and the next one, variable s is equal to sum of v1 comma v2. Okay, so here we have called the function sum. Okay, sum of v1 comma v2. So here in the previous lines you have mentioned variable v1 and variable v2, right? So here sum of v1 and v2 means those two values, whatever values you are giving, it will change as a integer, and it will be keeping as a integer without a decimal point, right? So these values will be added up since you are using sum of v1 comma v2. Okay, why these values will be added? Here the sum is a function calling. Okay, here we have called the function, and the output document dot write ln, and inside the bracket br means it is a break, so you will get it in the next line. Okay, break h4, so you will be getting the heading in heading 4 size. Okay, and then u, so it is underlined example for function, and then slash u, that's all will be underlined, and slash h4, so that's all will be of heading 4 size. Okay, and the next line, document dot write ln, inside the bracket, inside double quotes, first number, and then v1 br is to get the value in the next line, right? Second number v2, what the value of v1 and the value of v2 will be displayed here in the place of v1 and v2, and then the sum is equal to, inside a double quotes is there, br, the sum is equal to, so this much will be displayed as such, and the value of s will be displayed at the end, right? So how will you find the value of s? Here if you see, variable s is equal to sum of v1 comma v2, right? So you have to declare this, you have to give the function definition for this sum inside this program, right? So here if you see, function sum of x comma y, right? And inside the bracket, variable s is equal to x plus y, and return s. So the value of s is x plus y, and this value will be saved in the place of s, and return s. Okay, so this is the function body, and it is entered with the close bracket, right? And then we have closed the script tag. Slash script is the closing of the script tag. Slash head is the closing tag for head tag, and body tag we have opened, and then we have closed the body tag. Slash body, and then at last we have closed the HTML tag also, right? Here we are using two prompt lines. From first line, if you see, it is in sixth line, I think. In sixth line, variable input 1 is equal to window dot prompt of enter value 1. So for that, in the output side, if you see, you will get one prompt dialog box, right? And then again, input 2 is equal to window dot prompt of enter value 2. So for this, you will get another dialog box. And so here, whatever you are entering here will be saved. See, input 1 is parse int v1. It is saved in variable v1 is equal to parse int input 1. So if you are entering this value as a float, or this value with decimal point also, it will just consider the integer without a decimal point. Okay, input 1 is taken for v1, and input 2 is taken for v2, and then in the next line, if you see, it is sum of v1 comma v2. So here down from last third fourth line and all, if you see, they have given a function definition there. Function sum of x comma y. Inside the bracket, variable s is equal to x plus y. Return yes. Okay, so here the definition of the function is given, and so here the prompt dialog box, here two prompt, after this two prompt dialog boxes, you will get the output as see document dot write. Inside that you have given example of function. This is having u, so the example for function is underlined. It is H4 heading tag, right? So it will be little bolder and it will be in H4 size. Okay, and in the next line, first number. Okay, first number and v1, the value of v1 will be whatever you are giving in the first prompt dialog box will be displayed there, and then br, so it will be moving on to the next new line, and then second number, okay, that will be displayed as such, and then v2 means it is the input to value, right? So that value also will be displayed here, and then the sum is, that is inside double quotes, br, the sum is. So br tag means it is used to bring the uh, line to the new line, right? So here, since we are using br tag, the sum is equal to will be displayed in the next line. Okay, and then again yes. Okay, yes, what is the value of yes? Sum of v1 comma v2. So the value of v1 and v2 will be summed up and it will be displayed in the last, that is in the place of yes. Okay, so that's all about this function JavaScript code. So this is easy, I think, and we have another coding examples in page number 334 and 335. You just refer it. See, in 334, if you see, it is HTML code using is NaN of function and using function online quiz. Okay, online quiz and NaN function. These both are here, and we'll be seeing this program in the next session. So before seeing this NaN of function and using function online quiz, you have to be clear with this simple using function coding. Okay, they may ask about coding and they may ask you to write a new or a new example program to represent the functions of this JavaScript functions. Okay, they may ask you to write a function, and it may come for 5 marks also. So be careful and you just learn line by line and you just understand this using function. In page number 33, 333, you have a coding, right? So you just understand that and learn so that you will be able to write for the exam without any doubts. Okay, here for exam they won't ask the same function program. They may give you some other concept and they'll be asking you to write a new program to find out an average, or a new program to display something, to add something, to multiply something, or to loop the addition, or to loop the multiplication table, or something like that. So if you are knowing the concept thoroughly, you'll be able to write the answers for all the coding programming questions also, right? Since you are computer application students, you will be getting some own questions also. Here in each of the lessons you are learning, here you are learning the functions, how to declare how to give a function definition, how to give how to take and use a predefined function. These and all will be coming inside this using functions only, right? So you just learn all the concept and the keywords and how to declare a variable, how you can be able to write a function. This and all if you are knowing, you'll be able to write your own code for whatever operation you need. Okay, so maximum they may ask some book, not the book back questions, they may ask some other questions, book inside questions also regarding this coding and all. So be careful in learning. You just learn the syntax of each functions first. After learning the syntax, using the syntax, you can write your own coding, and after that you just check it with the example. Okay, here they have given so many examples. Today I have taught you only the example which is in page number 333. So you will be able to learn this thoroughly. Here they have used prompt dialog box, and then they have used sum of, that is a passive input, and then the output is also displayed, right? So you be thorough with this before moving on to the next example. Next example is using a NaN of function and using function online quiz. So we'll be seeing about this both, or we'll be seeing these examples in the next session. Okay, thank you for your valuable time. Stay home, stay safe, take care, bye.